What's happening with your boy George Zimmerman?
George.
You're pals with the family there.
Oh boy. Well, apparently he had a little living girlfriend situation going on. A
new one?
Yeah.
She's cute too.
Because yeah.
Did you see the picture?
I haven't seen a picture of it yet.
Oh, shit.
Apparently,
wait, was she in the paper today?
He's going through that divorce thing with his wife,
right?
Who was with him during the trial and everything,
right?
And that's not his girlfriend.
What was her name again? I already forgot her name.
Sean.
God, I don't know. She's a big girl.
I forgot her name already.
Yeah.
Ratchet.
Rachel
Ratchet.
Chantel. Yeah.
The new
Rachel
girl's name is Samantha something.
Samantha.
Rachel Chantel was the big fat.
So they're living together in her house?
They were living together, I guess, in her house.
Right.
And she called 911 and says, this guy's going crazy. He's busting up my shit. He pointed a gun at me. And that's her?
That's her.
Wow, all right.
Big set of fucking tits.
Yeah, she's got big hooters.
Look
on
at her
her.
big
Okay, I see what's going on here.
Tits.
All right now.
Nice big heavy hooters.
Yeah, so
oh, okay.
Oh,
I'd suckle those.
All right.
So yeah, she calls 911. She starts screaming that he's busting up her shit. The cops show up, and that's when George went inside the house because apparently he threw her out of the house. So get out. And her story is, hey, I told him to get out. She doesn't want to be with him anymore. She told the cops she was pregnant. I don't know whether that's true or not. It's not true.
It's not true.
She told the cops she was. I don't know why she should do that. But and during that time, the cops were like knocking on the door, and George wasn't letting him in. And then George decides, I better call the cops too. So he calls 911. And he goes, yeah, well, the police are here. And she goes, well, the 911 operator's like, well, if the police are here, what are you calling 911 for?
He just likes to call 911, this guy.
He said, well...
Enough with 911.
Well, now we get it. Right. 3 buttons.
He goes, I want my story out there.
Okay.
So he then... Yeah, the truth. So he then starts telling this other story about how she was busting up the shit and that his gun was in a locked case and... all that, but
isn't she the second woman to say that he pointed a gun or pulled a gun?
His wife, his estranged wife, said that, and now
his new girlfriend
says that.
I think he's cracking under the strain.
You think?
He was probably a dick before, but he's cracking under the strain. How many women have made up gun lies about you? Guys, I'm
starting to think he's an asshole.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that he's not good.
I'm starting to think he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Poor George.
We got the 911
George
call.
is a pretty...
Poor George.
It's hard to defend George.
Oh.
Fucking...
Well, I go on Twitter and just annoy the shit out of people. I'm like, well, at least he got rid of a thug before he went to jail.
Yeah, but Trayvon was just a fucking...
No, he was a thug.
Nah,
Trayvon was a fucking thug.
He'd never been arrested.
It doesn't matter.
Most thugs were arrested by 17.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't necessarily mean there are plenty of first-timers that have killed people. Fuck that. He punched him in the face. That's a fact. Whether George is an asshole or not, he's punching him in the face, and he got himself fucking killed. He had a record of fighting. He hadn't had an arrest record, but he has the record of fighting in school, beating up people, drugs, fucking stolen property. But fuck him. Goodbye.
Look at Zimmerman's. Look what he's done. He's had 2 people alleged that he pointed guns at them that he's supposed to be in love with.
Alleged. Whatever.
But
see what happens.
It's like it's harder for me to believe his story with Trayvon Martin when he's coming out like this. Like it's harder for me to buy what he said. I don't care what they could prove, just as common sense. He's not. It's like if he's just, what are you doing? It should be a nice laid back lifestyle. You beat the rap.
Oh, I know.
Shut the fuck. He's pointing guns at chicks. Like, what a dope.
We got
I'm not gonna deny that.
We got another OJ situation. All you have to do is fucking hang low
go
now.
away.
Just chill the fuck out.
Well, I'm not going to deny that he should lay low. But, yeah, I mean, he beat the rap.
Yeah, and it's like you look at that and it's like, come on, man. It's hard for me to believe that story. it's like I can't buy his story totally when you see that this is what he's doing now. Even though there's a lot of strain, I'm sure, and stress with this lawsuit and all that shit, but.
Yeah, and, again, it's all alleged. I mean, I know there are 2 women that said it, but when you have a guy that went through what he went through and was shot somebody, if you have a woman that feels scorned or feels like she needs to come up with something, boy, that is the handy thing. Hey, he's got a gun. Zimmerman, he's got a gun. Like that just... I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying, sometimes scorned women can say shit. They have in the past. We'll see.
And there's something about his fat face that makes him look not dangerous. I don't know what it is, but there's something. He does not look like a dangerous guy, even though he probably should. Maybe it's because he got fat.
I like with the beard.
Yeah, with the beard, he looks
good look for him.
More like a fucking problem. He looks like somebody that belongs in fucking
L.A.
In Cuba.
Oh yeah,
fucking Guantanamo. This guy's a fucking
Guantanamo.
Creep.
Yeah,
he's a creep. You can't. 2 women, and I'm not saying that they're not crazy either, but when both you chicks say you pulled a gun or
well, but again, it could just be not the coincidence. Might not be that he did pull the gun on 2 women. The coincidence might be the fact that women know that that's what you say if you have a problem with George Zimmerman. So you instantly say gun because you know that's going to get the attention.
But what are the odds? How many fights have you had where 911 had to be called with chicks?
Well,
I've had almost none.
I don't. Almost?
Well, actually, no, I'm saying none. I mean, I've had big arguments.
I like the almost.
I've had big arguments that someone could have overheard just screaming.
Right.
I'll smash a bitch's head in with the phone before I let her call 911.
Well, as with anything, man. But, what are the odds? Like, instead of just saying this guy's a fuck,
yeah,
the odds are that the whole Trayvon thing, again, I'm not saying Trayvon was an angel, but he had never been arrested, and he did not have a weapon, and he's dead, and 2 women who this guy lived with both had saying he pointed pistols at us. The odds that all those things, in 4 months, the odds that all of those things are happening that are just, he's a victim of circumstance, or the more obvious is that he's kind of fucked up. I think that's a more obvious conclusion.
Well, let's listen to the 911 call.
All right.
The meat of it, because it's like 5 minutes long.
Oh.
We got about a minute.
But he's smart, though. He knew this would get out the audio.
Are you serious?
911, police, fire, medical.
I need police right now.
Okay, what's your address?
You're breaking stuff in my house.
What's going on?
He's in my house breaking on my shit because I asked him to leave. He has his freaking gun breaking all of my stuff right now. I'm doing this again? You just broke my glass table. You just broke my sunglasses, and you put your gun in my freaking face and told me to get the fuck out because this is not your house. No, get out of here.
Okay, what is your name? Okay, where's his weapon at?
He just put it down.
Okay, and this is 13.
No, get out of my house. Do not push me out of my house. Please get out of my house. You're gonna... Are you serious right now?
Or, I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me? He just pushed me out of my house and locked me out.
Okay, you're outside now?
Yeah, he locked me out of my house.
She might be a little, I've been in relationships with a girl's irrational. I mean, believe me. Every girl that ever fucked me willingly could probably have made this phone call. It's just, too many people are coming to the same conclusion that this guy is, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I've never had a chick call 911 on me in my whole life.
Well, yeah, you got to steer clear of that.
But he's had 2 and, like you said,
2 and 4 months.
After the acquittal, when even though you're under he should, if life was fair, he'd probably be in prison, and he's off.
Right.
Dude, I know you're getting sued and it sucks, but you're not in jail.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not getting stabbed with a fucking shiv.
Right.
I'm not saying he's not a problem.
Yeah, he's a fucking...
But there's a problem there. Just saying, you got to look into these allegations.
Yeah.
It's an easy way for women to, get on you.
Yeah, it is. But the first, just his wife, I had less inclination to believe her than the new girlfriend 4 months in. Like,
yeah, that's
come on,
come on, a new relationship and
usually
calling 911 and
usually the first 4 months are easy, right? In every relationship,
you'd think
4 months that's a cakewalk.
Some of it you attribute to stress, though, because again, this is probably in the last year and a half. He's probably been cooped up, and maybe his own making, but still, I get that. But come on,
even if you're in a bad relationship, you don't know until the first maybe 6 months in, and then you finally start realizing, oh boy,
yeah.
this person isn't for me, but not 4 months. That's hard to believe, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I guess he's got a bail hearing today.
He's in jail right now, right?
Yeah, they locked him up, and then I guess they see about bail today. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a fucking weird situation.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
He seems like a real, again, without having ever spoken to him, he seems like a real creep. And I found him I told you I didn't like him before. I found him. I didn't 100% disbelieve his story.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't prove that he was lying. But now I just feel like when you think about this, how do you?
Well, also his 911 call is very calm. It's like, well, a woman doesn't get that fucking agitated without something having happened beforehand. And we've never heard angry George. He's always like, well, I went over here.
I think he's very aware
I did this.
of how to act.
Right.
On 911 tapes, he calls. Yeah.
I think he's very aware.
But does
how to act.
I was thinking maybe
He locked his guns up before the police came.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that makes him more creepy. How ridiculously calm he could be.
Well, yeah, exactly.
In stressful situations.
A bit creepy.
Do you have the tape?
Is that out?
See, I think his.
Oh, his 911 call's out there.
Yeah, let's take a listen to that.
I think the Zimmerman case gets clouded because the media was so repulsive. We automatically rebel against the press.
Yep.
And we look at everything the press does as agenda-driven. And it's almost like I don't want to be blinded to what a piece of shit a guy is because of my hatred of the press. You know what I mean? Sometimes I fall into that trap, too, where I take the wrong angle because I hate them so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The way they handled it was horrible.
Yeah.
And again, if you just go on the evidence that the jury was presented, you had to acquit him, really.
I understand the legal, and I think OJ probably the acquittal was probably the right move, too, because the prosecution stunk.
Yep.
You got the George Zimmerman? Let's listen to this.
No.
Oh, no?
What?
All I'm finding right now is her phone call.
Really? What's that?
You've heard it, though, right?
What's that one down there?
This is hers.
Oh, that's hers? Because it says George Zimmerman.
911 call.
911 call. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard it. It was, I think
give me a second.
His brother had tweeted it at some point.
Okay.
That's where I
What's
found
his name? Robert?
I found it. Yeah.
Robert Zimmerman.
Yeah, he had tweeted.
911, you need police, fire, medical.
Police.
What's the address?
Yeah, it cuts out when he gives the address.
Sure.
It's
a long address.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir? Okay, what's going on there?
My boyfriend's girlfriend was, for lack of a better word, going crazy on me.
Your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay, where is she now?
Outside with the police.
I'm following
Okay,
her.
the police is already there, and so why are you calling? What happened?
Oh, stand down.
I just want everyone to know the truth.
Oh,
Okay.
See?
The officers can speak with you on scene. Have you already spoken with them?
No, but they're pretty upset, I think.
Yeah, the cops
The
are
officers
upset.
are upset?
Yeah, they're banging on the door and the window.
You're not going to go speak with them?
I don't have anything to say.
To the cops. He knew this was going to get out there.
He knows this will be in court.
Right.
Hold on
Right.
one moment. I'm getting the information to the officers.
He's like, I better have a 911
If
call.
the cops are pounding on your door, you gotta,
I need one of those too.
You gotta go
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to
This
them.
guy's just awful.
I remember
You gotta
my
talk to the cops.
in my trial, my 911 call was very key. So I had better.
Were there any weapons involved?
I have weapons. She has weapons in the house.
Also weapons in the house? Okay.
Yes, it's her house. She's got a 9mm. I mean, I have my firearm. She was throwing my stuff out, and one of the bags was one of my firearms. I never pulled a firearm. I never...
He's already testifying.
When I was packing it, I'm sure she saw it.
No one
We
asked.
keep it next to
Yeah,
the
because
bed.
he won't take the stand, of course.
It's like when you give Columbo you give him your opinion on what happened. It's like, oh, right, that makes perfect sense.
Is her weapon put up?
I have no idea. It's hers.
What about your weapon?
It's in my pants,
It's
bitch.
in a bag.
Get it? Cock.
Okay.
He makes a boring 911 call.
Yeah. Yeah, he just the same fucking psychotic sounding cadence.
Are they still knocking on the door?
No. I just wanted to leave.
Well, of course.
She told me that it was better. She's pregnant with our child, and she told me it was better if we were co-parented and she raised the child on her own. I said, fine. I said, are you sure this is what you want to do? She said, yes. As soon as I started packing up my stuff to leave, she just completely changed.
When you said she changed, what did she do?
At first, she was letting me pack my stuff so that I could go, we could go our own ways amicably. When she changed, she just started smashing stuff, taking stuff that...
Now, in her 911 call,
throwing it outside,
she
throwing
says
it
he's
out of her
smashing
room,
stuff.
throwing it all over the house.
He say, she said.
Broke a glass table because she threw something on it.
She said
I don't
he
even know
broke
if
the
it's mine
table.
or hers, whatever it was.
In her call, she said he broke that glass table.
I find the reason I find her call more believable is because in that moment of being so angry, it seems less calculating to blurt stuff out than it does when you're doing damage control.
Right. Like her call is based on the moment.
Yeah.
His call is based on hindsight.
She probably fucking did something. I don't think she did nothing. Sure. I don't think she was just watching TV and he pulled out a gun and broke everything and threw her shit out. But there's something,
I guess they had an issue.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, get the fuck out. He's like, fuck you.
Well, no, he wanted to leave. That's what he said.
How is he fucking making money? How is he pumping his load into some chick? Where's his money coming from? Is he working?
I don't know. He's probably not making money. That's why he's living in the house of his 4-month-old girlfriend.
Oh, man. It's a young girl.
Yeah, it's perfect. She's got her own house. She's mature.
Mature.
Listen to more.
Yeah, of
How
course.
does he even get a broad?
Dude, where do you meet her?
There's some crazy broads out there.
They've known each other since high school.
Oh, there you go.
There.
He's like, hey, mind if I come over? Need a place to crash.
I was on the news.
Yeah.
You're right. You might have seen me on the news.
So she obviously supported him through the whole trial.
I guess.
Yeah.
I was seeing the real George Zimmerman.
He's like, oh, boy, what happened?
Seems so
She
sweet.
got mad that I guess I told her that I would be willing to leave.
Okay.
I guess she thought I was going to argue with her, but she's pregnant. I'm not going to put her through that kind of stress.
Okay.
I have a hard time believing it.
This is all damage control.
Yeah.
Ex post facto.
Yeah.
Is she still outside with the officers right now?
I don't know, ma'am. I'm inside.
You're inside? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still not willing to go out and speak with the officers?
No, I mean, I can have,
willing?
I can talk to one of the officers, but I don't want to go outside and, y'all are just going to do the same thing you did before. And
Keep
Arrest
this
you.
is full of shit, motherfucker. You really don't want to talk to the cops, Mr. Fucking I can't get off the fucking phone with the cops fast enough? Fuck this cunt. Enough with this cunt. I don't want to talk to the cops. How is that an option when your fucking girlfriend calls 911?
Right.
Open the door, you fat fucking talk to the cops.
And they're pounding on the door. They want to talk to him.
Apparently, it's not an option
No.
to not talk to the cops.
That's annoying me. Mr. fucking Law and Order. Mr. Hey, here's the business. I made a left on Sycamore and went down Elm and I was in a book depository. But now he doesn't want to talk to the cops. Fuck this motherfucker. Enough of him.
What are the dead spots? What is all that shit in this call?
I don't know. Maybe it's pertinent information.
Yeah.
The call is playing right now. We're just waiting for it to pick up again.
I'm advising the officers, but they're going to need to speak with you. So you just want...
Okay.
You're willing
Can
to
they
speak
call
with
my
them?
attorney?
Oh, boy.
Well, they're already on scene. Right there. And you're...
So you're going to
want
have...
to get them on the phone
Any minute now, you're going to have the right to remain
Sure, I can
silent.
talk to them on the phone.
What? Talk to him on the
Okay.
phone.
Yeah.
This is now like a negotiation
how
for
fucking
someone
hateable
barricaded
is this guy?
in a house.
My attorney? Talk to him on the phone.
Worked pretty good last time when I talked to my attorney.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Can I do that?
That's still
I
playing?
think he's got a new attorney now too, right? That other guy, he's pissed off.
Oh, really?
The other guy's pissed off? Why?
All right, I'm just giving them the information. Just give me one moment for them to acknowledge.
Oh, my God. Let's get this over with.
All righty.
He's like negotiating his surrender.
Right.
Over the phone here. All right, I'll come out, but don't throw me on the ground.
Now what?
2 sets of handcuffs, please.
It's got boring really fast.
2 sets of handcuffs linked together because my arms will hurt.
The call's still playing.
Yeah, I guess she's on the phone with, the cops, perhaps.
Was anyone injured or anything like that?
Very injured.
When things were being thrown around? No. Medical? Okay.
I dropped my Skittles and my shoes came off.
My dog.
Hello?
Shoot the dog.
Yeah.
Shoot him. Happened there.
Are they arresting him there? Or forcing him to talk finally?
Whoa.
And that's
Why is
it.
he being arrested then?
That's it.
Why
Well, I'm sure
Maybe you have to
with
with
her story, they got to at least
check into it.
Cuff him up.
Right.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
Talk to my attorney? That really annoyed me, even though it was probably the right thing to say. It really, really bugged me.
I never liked him.
He's not very particularly
He's not
likable. Mr. Law and Order? Mr. Law and Order doesn't want to talk to the cops. Well, you couldn't talk to those motherfuckers fast enough.
I love Jimmy.
But you know what I mean? It's like, come on, it's the same guy 4 months later.
Right.
Said he took him on a tour of the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was the street I grew up on. This is the wrong name.
Jesus.
All right, food is here. We're going to take a break.
Oh, that's funny.
That call petered out.
Yeah.
Well, it was again just a hindsight call of let me cover my ass here,
right?
And it didn't work out very well.
After the break, we got today's apology.
Waddle dee doodle.
Every day we get one of these. We got today's apology.
Nice.
Also, Bobby Brown's coming in at 8:00.
Not that one.
Not the
video vixen.
Lovely girl.
She was the one from the Cherry Pie video and a few others,
She
right?
banged a lot of guys.
Did she?
Yeah, let's hope she adds one to the list today.
Oh boy.
She's talking about cock size too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, she is. She better talk about the guys that she banged.
I would hope so, yeah.
Why else
So her book is. I think so.
Yeah.
All right, good.
And Stacey
rock
Keach
stars.
Stacey Keach.
is 9 o'clock.
What is he promoting?
I don't know.
Book.
Oh, you got
A book.
About what?
Him.
Why don't we get that? Did they not give us?
We have it.
Does he cover his Carib years when he was Carib?
I don't know. I'll
Remember
go
that
back
show?
and
I used to
get
watch
I
that
never
show.
got a copy of his book.
Yeah. Oh,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Carib. I don't know. He's a detective in the Caribbean.
I don't know what that was.
All right, we're gonna step aside.
All right.
Oh, the Orgasm Wars too. Yes, we got to promote Orgasm Wars.
Someone was telling me about this show, and she's like, you
We should
got to
do that
watch
here.
What? What?
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show continues in moments. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.